Okay, yes, of course, or as you wish, then either do nothing or behave however they please. When you inquire why they didn't follow through on an arrangement, they may shrug it off with an excuse or say nonchalantly that their way is better. 5. Highly sensitive. Psychiatrist Glenn Gabbard notes that some introverted narcissists are exquisitely sensitive. They tend to be affronted by any signs of real or perceived slights and handle criticism poorly. In the face of negative feedback, some introvert narcissists will defend with an increased sense of superior smugness and dismissal, fight, while others will respond with sullen withdrawal, flight. Typically, they will not let on how much the negative experience bothers them and instead use their well-rehearsed aloofness to continue their schema. Of course, not all highly sensitive people are narcissistic. What distinguishes the narcissist is their falsely constructive superiority complex. For tips on how to reduce or eliminate other 15 types of negative attitudes and feelings, see my book, click on title, How to Let Go of Negative Thoughts and Emotions, which I started to read last night, but it cut it off. Because, see, we've been getting these little snowstorm crap up here, and it just be messing with the internet, and so stuff be cutting off, but you get what I'm saying. But ain't no excuses. The boss lady is still on point, still here. So the misunderstood special person, and I run into a lot of these right here. The self-perceptions of some introverted narcissists include notions such as, I'm special, I'm one of a kind, I'm ahead of my time, I'm so unique, no one understands me, and I'm so smart, I'm above everyone else. Statements such as these reveal common narcissistic tendencies of superiority, grandiosity, and entitlement. By constructing the superficial belief that one is exceptional, the introvert narcissist creates a reassuring role, submerging the fearful and vulnerable true self. 7. Impersonal and difficult relationships. As I mentioned earlier, part of the introvert narcissist insecurity is the inability to genuinely connect with people. To this extent, the aloofness and or smugness serves as a defensive mechanism, keeping people away, lest the narcissist is exposed for his or her interpersonal inadequacies. Some introvert narcissists narrowly focus on self-absorbing work, technology, social networking, small cliques, books, games, fantasies, and or other endeavors to minimize wider human interactions. These activities may also help them enact their covert, self-important personas. For tips on how to deal with narcissists, see my book, click on title, How to Successfully Handle Narcissists. Didn't I say that before? Yes. And then a practical guide for narcissists to change towards the higher self. And see, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And many narcissists have characteristics of both introverted and extroverted narcissism. And that is our EDU for our lives. That is so cool. That is really cool. So, yeah, I've been hearing a lot of this lately from people. You know, especially the questions that I asked. You know, we found out that a covert narcissist and an introvert narcissist, that one is shy and one is loud about it. And then, who do you know is self-absorbed? Like, most people I talk to, they seem self-absorbed, and I'm a type of person that wants to give people of the doubt, but I'm seeing more and more, the more that you give them the benefit of the doubt, the more they expose themselves. But if you're looking for trouble, that's where you're going to find it. You know, and pretty much how you treat others, that necessarily does not mean that they're going to treat you in the same way, because they have, like you said, you know, they're seeking that attention that they missed growing up. Or they're grandstanding because growing up they didn't. I talked about this last night. How you were raised really sticks with you. So if you had a narcissistic parent, father, mother, foster care, whatever, it's really going to affect you, especially if you don't know what's going on with this narcissism. And it's in the personality, and you can either hide behind that and play the victim, or you can come out of that and be a hero for someone else that may not know this. And when you find out about this, you need to tell everybody about this, because not only are you narcissistic with yourself, but you're narcissistic with your finances. Or you may be a narcissistic person on a job, or in a business, or in leadership, or entrepreneurship. And how you treat people in those types of fields determines what kind of success that you're going to get. Because without customers, there's no business. Without people, there's no teams. And so we can't be so narcissistic and into ourselves, because we'll never win that way. And I believe that's what this is about. A person that's just real conceited, all about them 24/7. And like I tell some people, that's fine if you want to be all about you, but not with me. You know, if you really don't want to, be interested in what's going on with me, then that's cool. But I'm not finna be miserable hanging out with a person and I know they're not interested in me. But you have to have enough confidence in yourself and be interesting yourself to be interested too. And there's no I in team, so it takes at least two people to get something started. To start anything great, it's going to take you and someone else. So all about me is I'm in a time in my life where I just need to do me, and you got a family at home and you got people looking up to you. I'm sorry, boo, but it ain't about you at the end of the day. It's about everybody around you, because you're not going to be here forever. And your kids, you need to show your kids, your family, and whoever that's inspired by you a better life. And it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you whether you want to use this as being a victim of circumstance, or you're going to take this circumstance and make it better. And that's one of the things that I had to think about in terms of what I was going through in my life with my toxic relationship. I was dealing with a narcissist and didn't even know. And then by dealing with a narcissist, it really made me feel like I need to be more conceited. I need to be a little bit more selfish with myself. But no, not necessarily. I need to be paying attention to my surroundings. I need to see how and why people are coming around me, or why I find myself in situations that I don't want to be in. Like I was mentioning earlier tonight, that post was really, really, it stuck out to me, because you in a toxic relationship. You know that this person is a narcissist. You know this person don't have your best interest at heart. Why do you stay with that? And then when you say to a person, you must like it because you ain't left yet, and you get mad, it says it clearly in the article, highly sensitive. Can't nobody say nothing to you. Because all you do when you hear criticism, especially constructive criticism, somebody talking to you out of care and they're your friend, you don't flight, you fight. Because that's all you know. But you got to be willing to step out there and get new knowledge and new understanding, and leaning into your own sometimes doesn't always work. You smugging, so what, and all of that stuff. Well, you know your stuff. Go out here and make the best at it. It's nobody's fault that your life is the way it is. It's your fault, because you people can only do what they're allowed to do. You can't think that things are all of a sudden, it's something you didn't take care of. And I say that because I'm the hardest on myself than anybody else. Just like with this show cutting off, a lot of people would have been like, oh, I ain't going to do no show tonight. I'm just going to chill. I don't got time to chill. I got a purpose and plan for my life. And I got to move in that direction. And I didn't get this far just to get this far. It's a lot of other things that I could be doing, but there's no other thing that I want to do is this right here. Right here on the Boss Ladies Live radio show. So I appreciate everybody's patience as far as, getting these shows up. I'm talking about a touchy subject right now. And I don't appreciate the weather acting all stupid with me, but what do you do? But, yeah, so I'm going to take another break. Come back. We're going to do quote for the day. And, talk a little bit about that. And we're going to be on up out of here And I'll give y'all a little special since it's Tuesday night by Terry Brady. Don't be a sorry but person off of YouTube. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
Man. Yeah. Ace, you a fool, for real. Walk with me. Guess who? A man with the attitude making the rest lose. Check fools. And it ain't gonna be no respect due. I'ma respect me, you just respect you. Please understand my mental, cause literally ain't no major flex rule. But I've been wrestled this far in the shooter won't quit till I'm rolling the Lex new. Fell through like feds do. What level's the game been set to? I'm sweeping you niggas like rec room and treating your bras like restroom. Bed stool or wet stool, mom. Openly invited to the mess. A rebel that don't give up about drama, so what we getting me in a wreck do? You thought it was smooth for me to lyrically pull a Hyde and Jekyll? Cause I got a fight for success so strong and I ain't come to just lose. You thought it was mellow, so it was no echo, so you decided to test who? If you got one life, one knife, one gun, one bomb, you best to get two. Raised in the ghetto, but never really knew I was born on the top of a pedestal. God gave me a good mind, good game, good hand, plus a left and a right shoe. Lyrically hex you, what's the next smooth thing? Easily flex through. Who's left, who's next, who's chest, who's wet? Impressionable as I let loose. Lyrically hex you, what's the next smooth thing? Easily flex through. Who's left, who's next, who's chest, who's wet? Impressionable as I let loose. Roadblocks, but I wasn't scared to step through. Destined to get through, and I'ma let loose. And I ain't asking to be rescued, and the struggle is proving far to step above the cesspool. And making the best moves. I'm ready to let loose now. Ready to let loose now. Ready to let loose now. Making the best moves now. Ready to let loose 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 now. Lean now, I'm the king now. Cream, fetch your theme game. Sing now, dream now, scream now. Can't figure the picture, the suckers that's trying to smother others can't handle my color cause it's green now. Cream now, the cream in, clean scene, bling. Suckers and hustlers, I supply the fiends now. I ain't gotta try to get just distract to the ass, you blast your world, I might have to bring it down. With the snap of a finger that lingers. I ain't gotta bring her, but I got a Nina named Christina. She ain't scared to sing to you, business tight, handle up, cleaner than a janitor, dead ringer. It's a world like order in the storm. Everybody chasing gold to platinum, no silver, no bronze. Fight hard with your bomb till it's gone. Bishop, Rook, Knight, Queen, Kings, and a whole lot of pawns. Roadblocks, but I wasn't scared to step through. Destined to get through, and I'ma let loose. And I ain't asking to be rescued, and the struggle is proving far to step above the cesspool. And making the best moves. I'm ready to let loose now. Ready to let loose now. Ready to let loose now. Making the best moves now. Ready to let loose 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 now.
Here's another one. Identify your problem thinking. What negative thoughts do you let control your mind? I mean, you guys probably don't think negatively down here. It's more of us up north that do that. But isn't it funny how we tend to let those things control us, and we tend to dwell on stuff. And again, when I was starting to learn these personal development habits, I had to really think about that. I learned, Orrin calls it pattern interrupt. When you let a negative thought, when you catch yourself negative thought, interrupt yourself and correct it right then. Because you can identify it. And again, you can start to find your trouble areas by every time you start thinking negatively, stop for a minute and stop dwelling on that. That was my 13-year-old with the horses. The horse at one point started lifting her head and kind of throwing her head up like she wanted to rear up on her. And so instantly her negative thoughts went down the path of, well, what if she lifts up and she flips over and she lands on me? Or what if she takes off? Or what if she, and this